Spencer Rankin, the catcher. And batting sixth, third baseman, number 8, Brendan Cates. Batting seventh, shortstop, 25, Clifford Pratt. Batting eighth, the DH, number 7, Brian Kimbrough. And right fielder, batting ninth, number 6, Danny Donnelly. Starting pitcher for the Bombers.
Number 33, Riley Glenn.
Number 33, Riley Glenn from San Clemente, California.
Good evening, fans, and welcome to another contest. Mavericks Game 2 of this series against the Brook Bombers. Pleased to be joined and welcome back. My partner, Wayne Slosher. Wayne was off on his vacation again. Wayne, good to have you back. Every game you were gone, we won, so I was thinking about things. I think you perhaps been the curse in the past.
Well, that could be. Thank you very much, Ryder. Merry Christmas, everyone. It's Christmas night, and the park is decorated with Christmas decorations. Some special activities there's a few things we'll discuss here. Yeah, we'll get into it.
Number 5, accompanied by Mike. It's P.
Nice crowd piling in here as well. I see the Grinch. Wayne, do you have any Christmas stories that you want to share with us? Any crazy Christmas stories?
No, not offhand. I don't. I was just looking at the crowd and thinking that today is probably the warmest day we've had all year for a baseball game. It's probably around 35 degrees Celsius. And we're celebrating Christmas on probably the warmest day of the year so far, and it's worked out perfect.
Accompanied by Kale from Medicine Hat, number 9, second baseman.
Chris Perez starting things off for the Brooks Bombers tonight. Perez hitting around 288. We talked about what the Mavericks need to do. Now, what does the Brooks Bombers need to do after, obviously, a demoralizing loss, we could call it for them? What does Brooks need to do?
Well, they need to rebound. They've got their ace on the mound tonight. Their pitcher, Riley Glenn, is 4-0. He's a strikeout pitcher. And for a team that's only has 10 wins in the year, he's got 4 of the wins. 4 wins, no losses. He's their ace.
40%, yeah.
So we're going to have a tough battle tonight. We can't overlook how good they're going to be just because of their pitcher on the mound.
Well said, well said.
Walker.
Freddie Walker going out to center field with a green Santa Claus hat on. The rest of the players have red Santa Claus hats.
You know what I was just saying? You notice him for his speed, but he keeps that hat on. He's good at standing out.
He might be the Grinch.
We encourage you to sing along with Tracy Bitts.
Oh, Canada here, and opening pitch to follow. wicked performance, singing
Crazy
voice.
Mitch, everyone, with our national anthem.
An excellent
At this time, we'd like to
performance.
direct your attention to the
Wayne,
pictures
can you
down
sing
the
like
area.
that?
And
No,
please welcome
that's Tracy.
And that looked like it was in for a strike. Way to go, Torres. Leadoff
As
hitter
mentioned,
for
Perez
the
hitting around 288 this
Brooks
year. Wayne.
Bombers is center fielder number 32, Chris Perez.
He's 13 for 14 in stolen bases, and if he gets on base, he's their number one threat, and really their only base stealing threat. They've only stole 20 bases as a team this year, and he's got 13 of them. Josh McIntyre now batting for the Brooks Bombers, batting .333 on the season. From Huntington Beach, California, attended Western Oregon University. He's batting .333 on the season, but in his last 10 games, he's only batting .226. So he's in a little bit of a funk right now. There's a ball hit to the shortstop. Easy play. Up over to first to Perez. Garcia to Perez for the third out.
Rodriguez, you mean?
Rodriguez, sorry.
You're thinking about Perez still. Rodriguez makes the catch on first base.
A Freudian slip. The tongue. Good inning for Ponticelli.
Great inning, and they go quick. Wayne, that only took 5 minutes to get through. Baseball's such a funny sport. Sometimes it can take 5 minutes. Sometimes it can take 45.
Yeah.
We've been in both of those situations.
Yes. Exactly.
Tonight's game balls inspected by Steve Fraser of A Buyer's Choice Home Inspections. A Buyer's Choice Home
Up to the Mavericks is no surprise, Wayne. I was talking about this a little bit off air in our pregame show a little bit. The Mavericks appear like Now we're back. Called strike one. Apologize. Called strike one on Soika. Looks like a cord. Yeah, a cord came undone down. A cord slipped out down there.
We were mentioning earlier, Riley Glenn is the ace of the staff for the Brooks Bombers with a 4-0 record. Overhand curveball catches the outside corner. Called strike 3. 3 pitches, 3 strikes.
That's what the Bombers are trying to do, Wayne. You talked about. You said Riley Glenn throws strikes.
Garcia.
Yeah, he's got 29 strikeouts to 11 walks this year. Our hitters got to be swinging the bats when they step.
They do. They got to be ready to go.
Oh, just missed.
Just missed.
First foul down the first baseline. Swinging on the first pitch, Garcia.
First pitch strike on PJ Gar. Second pitch fouled off.
Count is 0-2. Garcia batting .324 on the season. He was 2 for 5 last night in Brooks. From Mesa, Arizona. Attending school in Oklahoma. The 0-2 pitch outside. First ball that Glenn has thrown in this game out of 6 pitches. flying away. Count is 2-2. Nice crowd on hand tonight.
Really nice crowd. I'd say it's I'd say 900.
It's too early to tell. A lot of people are just getting here yet, I think. But hopefully we can get over the 1,000. Oh, that foul ball over Taylor Wright's head on the on deck circle.
Taylor Wright doing a little bit of scene for a Keanu Reeves Matrix there. You kind of don't know if their camera picked that up for our fans, but
ball hit on the ground at the second baseman, fields it cleanly over to first for the second out. 4-3 on the putout.
31, Taylor Wright.
Lehman to Rodriguez. We have two Rodriguezes playing tonight, both of them playing first base.
we'll see if we...
Other than that, I don't think they're related.
No, I'm Crystal Lake, Illinois, in Sal's case.
I'll just have a quick peek to see where Damien is from. He's from Laredo, Texas. A North American and a South American, as in United States of America. Taylor Wright now batting from Vancouver, batting .333 with 1 home run on the season. The DH in tonight's game. Pitch is outside. Count is 2-0.
And I was talking, Wayne, with one of the staff from the Mavericks. They believe that if Taylor Wright, who's batting at .333 right now, if he's had gotten here all year, he would have been selected for the All-Star game.
Well, he's had a good season
I
since
couldn't dispute. I could not dispute.
Count is 3-0. Well, he plays a very good defense. We know he can run well, and he can hit. So those combinations are usually all-star material. That pitch is in for a called strike. It was 3-0. Now it's 3-1. Taylor will be looking for something middle in that he can get the barrel out front on. Infield playing him straight away. Oh, a pitch he hits hard but pulls it. Foul. Full count, 2 away. Here's the pitch. Outside, but pulled to the second baseman. He bobbles it, and Wright is on.
Mavericks will take that.
As an error to the second baseman. Good pitch by Glenn on the outer half of the plate. Wright tried to pull it, roll over on it, get a ground ball to the second baseman, but gets on the air.
Wayne, that just kind of took a funny bounce. A tough bounce, we'll call it.
He had lots of time to get in front of it. It wasn't a hard hit ball. He did have to move to his right. He did have to move to his right, but that play has to be made. That pitch in for a strike. The count is 1-1 on Sal Rodriguez.
Rodriguez has strung together a nice few last games, Wayne.
Yes, he's batting .269 on the season, but the last 4 games he's batting .353. And that's what we were expecting of Sal all year, and that's what Sal was expecting of himself, I'm sure.
And now it's starting to come.
Now it's coming. He's got 23 RBIs for the season. And in those 4 games, the Mavericks have won 3 of them. So he's contributing to the winning streak that the Mavericks are on. Count is 2-1. Wright's not going at first base. That pitch is fouled. Count is 2-2. Wright doesn't have a stolen base hit this year. One of the keys for the Mavericks is to be able to get into the Brooks bullpen tonight. There's a hard hit ball to the shortstop, fielded cleanly, flip over to second base for the third out. 6-4 put out at second base.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on board. No score through 1 complete.
And for the Mavericks, and I guess the Bombers for that matter, the game's moving pretty quick. That's what you're looking to do, though, Wayne. We've talked about it a million times. Is teams want to play quick baseball. You want to throw quick pitches. I thought Hastily, as he comes back out onto the field here, did a good job of that in his first inning. Pitch to was quick. That's something that you've preached, that you'd like to see the Mavericks pitchers be more quick.
Well, and it's more fun for the fans too. Nobody wants to sit through no one wants to sit through a 4-hour baseball game. We want a 2.5-hour baseball game, and that's all happens on the mound.
That's right.
I mean, those 14-13 ball games are nice, but they're long.
How about 16-inning games?
16-inning games?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't been through one of those.
No, you've been off. Gritting my teeth right now at you.
4, 5, and 6 hitters up for Brooks this inning. Rankin, Cates, and Pratt.
Yeah, you know what?
I'm sorry. The
whatever
4, 5, and 6.
4, 5,
Rodriguez,
6.
Rankin, and Cates. Rodriguez from Laredo, Texas. Went to Central Methodist University. This is his second year. Batting .291 on the season, but only batting .237 over the last 10 games. He and Colton give each other welcome.
Tonight's beer batter. If he strikes out anytime tonight, that's $1 a beer for the
you want to
next
call
10
it that?
minutes.
Wishing each other Merry Christmas.
First baseman, Damian Rodriguez.
First pitch is outside.
If I focus, I do a better job.
Ball 1.
Thing that I'm focusing on, right? So.
Oh, pitch in the dirt. Rodriguez commits to it early, swings right over top of it. Count is 1-1. Looked like a slider. Nasty break down and in. Right setting up low. There's another pitch. Low and away. Ponticelli hits the target. Rodriguez misses the ball. Misses his target. Count is 1-2. Pitches up and away. Count is 2-2. Colton Wright setting the target very low. Gets into a very low squat behind the dish. Wanting the ball down. Get a ground ball here. Good change of pace.
And there
Great change-up pitch.
Third strikeout of the night already, and that means $1
Monticelli
off
on an absolute roll.
10 minutes into 7:23. $1 off beer until 7:33 to all the beer vendors. 7:33.
Oh, what a night for a
Now
beer.
The catcher.
Nice and
number
warm
11,
out. Nice
Perfect weather.
beer.
Perfect weather.
Spencer Rankin batting .284 from Vancouver. Attended Cloud County College in Kansas.
Curious if Rankin came from that PBL league that we talk so much about.
Well, I'm sure not all of the players play in
that
PBL.
PBL league. That's right. So.
A swing on a pitch up and away, fouled to the left side. Count is 1-2. Brooks have been in a hitting slump lately. They're top of their order. The top hitters have been batting around 170 to 250.
Roughly.
And
yeah.
they're in a hitting slump right now. There's a ball hit to Garcia at short. He has to wait for it. Over to Rodriguez. Lots of time. Second out. Rankin, the catcher, doesn't run all that well. Garcia near the runner.
And when I've loved Garcia, what I like about him is how relaxed he plays baseball and his approach to the game. He never panics. He's very composed. He is older. He's 24 years old, and I think you can physically tell his age just by the way he plays the game. That he's a veteran. He's poised.
Yeah, that's a play that he didn't panic on at all. A lot of younger players would have come in and really rushed that play, thinking that it's a high hopper.
Yeah.
And that they have to rush, but he took his time. He knew the runner.
Garcia, another Arizona product as well that you talk about. That hotbed of prospects rolling through.
That pitch is fouled back over the back stop area. Count is 0-2. Ponticelli pounding the strike zone. Here's a pitch, up and away. Count is 2-2. I'm sorry, is the count 1-2?
Yes,
There's
it
a
is.
ground ball hit to Klingensmith at third base. Fields it cleanly over to Rodriguez. Gets
Nice
him on
hit.
the tag for the third out.
And Wayne, I've been talking about this with Sal, and I said, you have a sneaky high vert, and he goes, sometimes, but he's good at that, Wayne. For being a big body and good sized guy, he can get up there and he can make those catches. It's an important component, obviously, because sometimes you're gonna have, a lot of times you're gonna have to adjust because the pitch isn't right, or the throw isn't right where you want it to be. So,
Well, the thing is, it's nice for the infielders to have a taller player over at first base and somebody that's mobile. And Sal is taller and he is mobile. He is able
All right,
to
I just got this
got
important
good
note
feet
from
over there.
Dot downstairs. Dot, give everybody a wave so they all know who you are. There she is. That's Dot. She's inviting everyone to buy a $10 ticket on the beautiful championship table. Where is it? Oh, well, yeah, there's Santa. He's a popular guy. The championship table, tickets are on sale now. If you don't have room for it, Dot will take it off your hands. But regardless, it's in the tunnel area there when you set foot in the ballpark.
Nolan Radai due up for the Mavericks. Radai among the league's best. We all know who he is by this point.
Tickets.
He's
Nolan
really
is
enjoying.
12th in the
Yes.
league.
He's enjoying playing at home. He likes having that opportunity to come home and spend time with friends and family, but also still play baseball. Wayne.
Well, he's certainly been a great asset to the Mavericks over the last 3-4 years.
Leadoff hitter,
Batting
half of the second
.350
inning,
on the
Ratai
season.
right in Strelchuk. This is second baseman number 9, Nolan Ratai.
Has a very good eye at the plate. First pitch, Radai is swinging, a fly ball out to center field, easy play, under it for the first out. Just got it off the end of the bat.
That's right.
Now batting
Out
for the
to
Mavericks,
Perez
catcher,
in
number 25,
center field.
Colton Wright.
Colton Wright batting .230 on the season, but over the last 3 games, he's batting .556. Now, all 3 of those games have been wins.
I don't
for the
think
Mavericks.
I think that's a recipe for success for the Mavericks. When you're able to get Colton going, your team generally seems to follow suit.
Well,
That's what his
he
leadership
and
does.
Sal Rodriguez have picked up their hitting,
They
and,
have.
it's showing. They're both very good leaders on the team, great defensive players. Pitch is on the outer half. Called strike. Count is 1-1. We could tell, though, looking back a week or 2 ago, 10, 12 games ago, where Colton was trying to go to the right field.
Yep.
And we were saying at that time, that's how you get yourself out of that slump.
That's how you get out of that slump.
You gotta
Yep, that's right.
Keep looking away. Look up the middle. Look away. Don't get pull happy. Pitch hit down the right side, but foul. One of the earlier games before we were talking about that, and before Colton was making that adjustment, if you recall, he had hit 5 ground balls in a row to the shortstop in the one game. Not 5 in a row, but in his 6 at-bats, I think that was an extra inning game. 5 ground balls to the shortstop. And I think he was just trying to get out front, trying to do a little bit too much at that time.
I think so. I agree. But you know what? It's
Tell my wife that. Nothing wrong.
Hands
Another-
in on the pitch, or a pitch in on the hands, rather.
for in Wright's case. It's if you know when you do get pull happy, or you're sometimes in a slump like that way, and it's not. It's harder than some people think because you want to be successful and it's hard, but sometimes there's such thing as working too hard.
Well,
You wouldn't. I
he's
would.
had great success, and it's tough to settle for mediocrity when you've been up and above. Swings on it, gets away from the catcher. Catcher recovers in time to throw Colton out at first. That was a slider, low and away. Had Colton fooled on that one.
Right fielder, Colin Strilchuk.
Russell Strilchuk coming to the plate from Calgary, batting .308. Over the last 10 games, he's been struggling, batting .194. He's a good spray hitter. I like the way he puts the bat on the ball.
We were talking about that actually, Wayne, when I was at practice just a couple days ago, and I said, "You realize your spray chart is all over the map. Hey, you can't. Teams can't defend against you." He goes, "Really? I didn't think about it. I just swing the bat."
Yeah, he and
That's just his
Kling
style.
and Smith are the same way. They're great spray hitters. They take that little extra split second to let the ball travel to get a read on it, and then they react. They can turn on the inside pitch and go opposite field on the outside pitch. Count is 2-0. There's a ball hit up the middle, first hit of the game. Atta boy, Russell. Good job.
And Wayne, I'm being told Spencer Rankin did play in the PBL.
Never still
Okay,
baseman,
good to hear.
Colin Klingesmith.
A good league, man. They bring. It's a good league.
Very good, yes.
You mentioned John Har, as you, an old friend of yours, and
Wayne Norton, yeah.
Wayne
those
Norton.
guy. Colin Klingensmith batting from Duncan, Oklahoma. Attended Northeast Oklahoma University, same school as Colton Wright. It's in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. I've been there. Nice little town.
No surprise, no surprise you're impressed with Oklahoma.
No, it is a nice town. Colin batting .272 on the season. He can run. He's 5 for 7 in stolen bases. Russell can run. Doesn't have stolen base, but
That would be awesome.
he's not a
Do it today. Everyone would be
he's
going
not a
through that.
slug on the base paths. That's for sure.
Charge $5 more ticket and it's all
2 out. The Mavericks are trying to get something going here. On deck is Freddie Walker, number 9 hitter. There's a ball hit to the shortstop.
6-4.
Oh, and I didn't know whether he caught that in the air or he one-hopped it, but he played it as he one-hopped it.
I think it was a one-hop.
Good play by Perez. Make sure, take the out at second, in case the umpire says he didn't catch it. So we have a 6-4 put out.
Fielder's choice. Six fielder's choice. Sorry.
.3735, Greg Van, BHR 3735. You ought to be ashamed of yourself because that is the dirtiest vehicle.
And when
in
we
the
talk
parking
about
lot
the
tonight,
weather
we
and
encourage
how
you to go
hot
to
it is out there
Mavericks
today,
office
it's a
now and
nice
get
day
your
for baseball.
car wash
But
voucher
even
from
us up
Clean
here,
Machine.
for myself anyway, I'm a little uncomfortable with how hot it is. As for the players, how did they have to prepare for today's game differently with the weather conditions, with it being this hot?
They just have to make sure they're taking fluids in, drinking water in between innings. Very easy to dehydrate and get cramps. So they have to watch their water intake. And I would say Ponticelli is probably getting a cool, wet towel put on his head in between innings. Probably the same with Colton Wright.
I think
Count
you're right.
is 0-2.
I'm really happy with how quick Ponticelli's working here, Wayne.
Yeah, he
Not
seems
wasting
much
time.
more in control and throwing really well. Clifford Pratt from Riverside, California batting. That pitch got away from Ponticelli. Looked like a slider. Pratt batting .221 on the season.
Brian, it looks like we've gotten that slightly.
That pitch is low and away in the dirt. The Mavericks were batting 6th in the league as a team, and they've now moved up to 5th in the league. And Brooks are 7th in the league in hitting. So they can hit the ball. Their problem is pitching. That pitch is high. Runs the count to full on Prad. There's a pitch right down the middle. Oh, strike. Good pitch.
Nice pitch for Ponticelli.
Hastily, his 4th strikeout of the game.
Fooled him with a pitch down the middle. He was looking for something somewhere else.
DH number 7,
I guess
Brian
so.
Kimbrough.
Brian Kimbrough, the DH, hitting, batting 191 on the season. This is his 18th game. From Holland, Pennsylvania. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it off the end of the bat. Goes a slider, low and away. That pitch is outside and low. As I was saying, the Mavericks are 5th in hitting. Brooks 7th. Mavericks have a .281 batting average. Brooks have a .271 batting average. One and 2 pitch on the way. Foul. Catches the screen over the first base side. The interesting statistics are the pitching statistics between the teams.
They are very, very.
Here's the pitch. Swung and missed. Slider on the outside. Colton Wright
His
puts the
5th
tag on.
strikeout tonight. Right fielder number 6, Danny Donnelly.
Strikeout. 2 unassisted on the putout. Number 9 hitter, Danny Donnelly, right fielder, batting 127. This is his 23rd game. 8 up, 8 down so far for Ponticelli. First pitch.
Another
Ball
nice pitch
strike.
for Ponticelli.
He's right on the outside target. Colton setting up on the outside part of the plate, and he's hitting the target. I agree with you, Ryder. It's warm up here. Wow. Another pitch on the outer half. Called strike. Count is 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Right back. Hits Ponticelli. Knocks it down. He's got time. Oh, but he throws it away. And Donnelly is on his way to second and keep going. He's on his way to third.
A tough.
Strelchuk gets the ball in. Garcia has the ball at the pitcher's mound. Ponticelli went over to cover third as he should.
They said they kind of they caught him in a weird spot
Time
here.
is called. Vasella is coming out to check on the pitcher. He might also be checking on whether or not the runner was running on the inside of the base path, but I don't think he was.
I don't believe so. No, I don't believe so. Oh, thanks, Cal.
Ponticella is pleading his case now to the umpire about where the base runner was. But I think he's checking to see if he's okay.
I think
that
so
ball
too.
was
He's
hard hit.
buying it a little time. And
Yeah.
that Ponticelli looked a bit stunned when he got hit. He kind of.
Well, that ball was scorched. So that's a
Those
that's a
ones hurt,
base
Wayne.
hit. Base hit for Donnelly, the first hit of the game. And it'll be a two-base error on the throw by Ponticelli. So a runner on third, top of the order, Chris Perez coming up. He's a strikeout victim in the first inning. Swings at the first pitch. Tough luck on that one by Ponticelli.
Tough look. But he's got to get back to work here, Wayne.
Yeah. There's a ball hit out into short right field. Rat eye underneath it for the catch. For the third out. Good job by Ponticelli.
And 3 gone, and this game's moving.
Oh man, we're going to be home in time for 9 o'clock news.
9 o'clock news. I'll make myself a little better supper, Wayne. I didn't do a good job of making a wholesome meal tonight.
Hey fans, we'd like to welcome the Methodex crew to the party along the third base line.
Bottom of the order, up for the Mavericks, Freddie Walker.
The center fielder, number 7, Freddie Walker.
Freddie batting .252 on the season. The last 4 games he's been batting .333. Freddie is
My hero.
19 for 20 in stolen bases, so his objective is to get the first and use his legs to get the second and third.
And Wayne, in your absence, I've been talking too much. I'm sure everybody's annoyed with me talking. But one thing I did talk about a lot, and I think you noticed too, is how every batter has a different, a style, we'll call it. But Walker is so aggressive. He looks like he swings for the fences every time he swings the bat. Is that... What do you attribute to that, or do you think that's just the way he does it?
As you said, everybody has a different hitting philosophy, a different hitting style, and his is to swing hard every time he's going to swing. That pitch is, called strike. Could have gone either way. Evens the count at 2-2. I would say now is a time with Freddie's speed is to shorten your swing a little bit. Don't try to swing as hard. Just put it in play. He might even choke up, and he is choking up a little bit, which is good to see. That pitch on the inside half of the plate, called strike. Good pitch by Glenn.
And you mentioned, Wayne, that Riley Glenn is the ace of this Brooks Bombers roster. In their 10 wins, I believe you said he's
got
won
4 of them.
4 of them.
Yes.
So if you're a pitcher and 40%
Top
of the
of the
games you
Mavericks,
pitch and you
the
guys
center
win,
fielder, Austin
your coaching staff
Soika.
is going to take that.
Well, a great setup pitch by the pitch before, a fastball on the outer half, and then he comes in with a fastball on the inner half and freezes Freddie Walker. Freddie choked up, probably looking middle away, and he knew it right away. He just walked back to the dugout. Austin Soika now batting. Was caught looking in the first inning on a called strike 3. Only saw 3 pitches. All 3 of them were strikes. He didn't swing the bat.
Nope.
Yeah, that whole thing was an error where I just felt like committing suicide because that was so.
Soika batting .368 on the season. He was 1 for 4 last night in Brooks.
He was an IG.
Pitch is low.
Yeah, I get along with anybody, but if someone just
Count is 3-0.
maybe they should be aware.
A pitch in for a called strike. We were talking about the differences in the pitching. And if we look
Makes
at
a
the
world of
Mavericks,
difference.
yeah, the Mavericks are 10th in the league in pitching, and the Brooks Bombers are 11th. Foul straight back, count is full.
I think
So
when
although we're 5th in
So
the
there's a
league in
Chihuahua
hitting,
in the
we're
office.
10th in pitching.
and waiting, if the Mavericks want to make a serious run, which of course they do, then that's gonna, you know what, Wayne, just plain and simply put, that's gonna need to improve.
Yeah, it is.
Plain and simple.
We have to cut down on our walks.
It's not bark, it's a required people bringing.
There's
So
a
we
ball hit out into right field. Right fielder underneath it easily makes the catch.
Fans, we've got a
On
weird
goal.
lost and found situation.
Second
Somebody
out.
has turned in a Chihuahua.
Yeah, this year we've walked
That's
in
true.
35 games.
Somebody's
We have
turned
walked
in a dog
183
to the lost
batters.
and found,
And
who's
Brooks,
at the top of section
who are
F, I believe.
behind us in pitching,
Anyways,
have
if
only
you brought
walked
a Chihuahua
147
and
batters.
you forgot that you brought your Chihuahua.
And the only other team that's
It's
worse
in the
than
office,
us and Brooks is Yorkton.
waiting for you.
So our pitching
Very
has to
sad.
improve for us to be successful. The other thing is, we have given up 69 wild pitches compared to 32 for Brooks. So when runners get on, we're letting them go to the next base rather easily.
We
Ball hit,
expected a few reindeer
hit
tonight,
straight
but not
back
any
by
Chihuahuas.
Garcia. The count is 1-1. ERAs, Medicine ERA as a team is 6.01. Brooks is 8.08. I was talking with Greg Morrison before the game, and I said, in other words, we have to score more than 6 runs to win on average. Because we're giving up 6.01, we have to score more than that to win.
We do.
Count is 2-1. Ball is pulled to the right side by Garcia. Rodriguez flips it over to Glenn for the third out. A 3-1 put out. Glenn is cruising along. Both teams are cruising along. Each team has 1 hit and 1 error. And there's a rabbit on the field in front of the third base dugout. It's the
Are
Easter
you, sure, I
rabbit.
was just saying, are you sure that's not Freddie
It's
Walker?
Easter
I think
rabbit.
Freddie Walker and Tito Jones are still faster than that bunny out in that center field area, but
You know, we're celebrating Christmas, but you got the Easter
at
rabbit.
the Easter bunny out there, there's a lot of inconsistencies. I have some questions. I mean, I have questions.
So we have a race out in left field, and the race now is not a running race, it's who can Christmas wrap their partner the quickest. They're doing Christmas wrapping.
And how excited were you to do that? Do you feel better now that you got that out of the way?
I had to ring my lucky Christmas bells here.
No, we'll let you do it. We'll let you do it. Wayne, so as we head into the 4th inning here, I believe you have a question for us.
Oh yes, I have a question for you. It's a question, a quiz question, a trivia question. I'm sure it's too easy for just about all of you, but here's the 4th inning trivia question. I'll have another one for you in the 8th inning.
Like way over there, but we had.
The question is, what player was born on Christmas Day and bats right-handed and left-handed?
Ooh, I
Player
don't know.
born on Christmas Day who bats right and throws left. Sorry, I screwed that up
Number
the first
12
time
for the
around.
Bombers.
Bats
Zach
right,
Lehman,
throws left,
second
born on
baseman.
Christmas Day.
I brought, Wayne thinks I was cheating here. I'm checking in on the Hi there, sir. We're checking out on the point streak thing. Wayne, you're going to be in trouble. Wayne thinks I'm cheating on the answer here. I'm not going to get this one. I never do. I never win these trivia ones. We need to... Oh, and that one gets a little bit away from
Zach Lehman, number 2 hitter, leading off. He was a strikeout victim his first at-bat. First pitch is past Colton Wright, ball 1. Second pitch is high, ball 2. So that trivia question is, the player who bats right, throws left, born on Christmas Day. And I'll give you a couple of hints as we go along.
Okay.
Swinging strike. Count is 1 and 2. 2 and 1, sorry.
Sorry, it's a Maverick player or a Major League
No,
Baseball
a Major
player?
League Baseball player.
Buster Posey.
Born on Christmas Day, but Posey, does he bat left?
I don't know.
Bat right, throw. Ball hit to Garcia at short, over to Rodriguez for the first out, 6-3. Major League Baseball player, throws left, bats right. Not a lot of players do that.
No, that's very unusual. Do you know what though, Wayne? not the same thing, but I actually play hockey. I shoot right-handed, Wayne, and I do every other single thing possible left-handed.
A lot of players throw right and bat left, but the other way it's not that usual.
It's very uncommon.
Josh McIntyre swinging on the first pitch in the hole. Garcia can't make a play.
He'll try.
He tried. I think if he would have thrown that right away, he might have had a chance. I think he thought he didn't have a chance, took an extra couple of steps,
Now
looked at the runner, and then made the throw.
Brought to you by Budget Blind.
But a single for McIntyre.
That's $1 I'll be for the next
Well, Wayne, now comes up the coveted beer batter event here at Athletic Park. The Mavericks would rather have a double play though here.
Yes, Damian Rodriguez struck out his first at bat. Big hole between first and second base with Rodriguez holding the runner on. First pitch is on the outside corner, called strike. Rodriguez batting .291. There's a pitch up the middle. Could be a double play. Garcia steps on second.
Nice
over
play
the
by
first.
PJ
Double
Garcia.
play.
That's how you do it.
That's a beauty.
We have 3 down for the Brooks Bombers. No score. Bottom of the 4th coming up.
6 unassisted at second base and 6-3 for the hitter, Damian Rodriguez. No runs, 1 hit, no one left on base. Not sure if we have anybody that got that answer yet. I'll give everybody a hint. A major league player,
I'm listening.
Major league player, born on Christmas Day, bats right, throws left, played for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Okay.
Played for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Hey fans, request from the bar. If you have a beer bucket and you're done with it, please take it back to the bar. They would really appreciate that.
A beer bucket.
They're selling a lot of buckets, and they need the buckets back. Thank you.
It is hot here, folks. I must say it's a very warm day, but you couldn't ask for anything better for baseball.
You couldn't. You really can't.
I'm sure that the players from California, SoCal, Arizona, Texas, Florida, Oklahoma are enjoying this weather. I remember being down in Oklahoma a few years ago when one of my sons played down there, and they had 100 consecutive days from Oklahoma. Is that common for you to have 30 or more consecutive days of temperatures being 37 and above, or 38 degrees Celsius, 100 Fahrenheit? Taylor Wright, the DH batting. Got on an error to the second baseman his first at bat. First pitch in there for a strike. That pitch pulled foul by Wright on the outer half. Glenn has got excellent control.
Booster Juice if you're looking for
I'm very impressed with his pitching.
Booster Juice. at the main level.
It is cooling down. I think it's down to about 31 or 32 degrees now. 1-1 pitch. Oh, the 0-2 pitch. Sorry. Now it's 1-2.
Today's game brought to you by the Medicine News and the Santa Claus Fund.
Answer Ricky Henderson from Michelle Pierce.
Michelle Pierce is right. It is Ricky Henderson. He's a Hall of Famer. 93. They won their second World Series. All-time stolen base leader. Good job on the answer. Count is 2-2.
Drink and win. Elements Lounge and Copper Cooler Casino.
Christmas Day. What a holiday. Pitch in the dirt. Right upset with himself. Throws the bat down. Strikeout and a 2-3 putout.
What a deal. Check your program as well if you're assigned by the number 23 Cameron Hope on the RJ's Ice and Water.
I'll bring up Sal Rodriguez. And as we mentioned, Rodriguez, things are coming around for him. I talked with him. He's just a guy that you're so happy to see have some success and continue going. Because, like you mentioned, it's not an accident or a coincidence that Colton Wright's numbers go up, Sal Rodriguez's numbers go up. That as Radai's caught. Radai does get caught doing that, hey?
Yeah,
he's a smart, sneaky ball player, though.
Yeah. And he can't do that. If you're unaware,
Nope.
Radai was sneaking behind the batter to get a good view of the pitch. He was out of the on-deck circle. The umpire shushed him back to where he's supposed to be. That pitch is in the dirt, ball one. Yeah, as you were saying, Ryder.
Yeah, it's not a coincidence that their numbers improving and the team finds themselves 8-2 in their last 10 games.
Right. We've got more depth now too. Our team is all the way around, and our leaders, our veteran players, are playing and hitting like veterans. Another ground ball hit to the shortstop by Rodriguez, and Perez over to Rodriguez for the second out. Infielders thought it was the third out for Brooks.
And Wayne, how familiar are you with the teams in the PBL league?
Number 9.
I know about the league.
Spencer Rankin and Colton both played on the Chiefs team together in the PBL, we're learning.
Okay.
As Rankin's mother writes into the show.
Okay. I believe they had two divisions the last time I recall.
I think
There
that
was
sounds
a
right. I
East
think
and a West division.
they had an East-West, I believe, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Kamloops, Kelowna, etc. are in the east, and then you've got the Vancouver, Victoria area
Yep.
in the west. Count is 0-2 on Radai. Radai flew out to center field. First pitch swing in his first at-bat. Hit the ball off the end of the bat for the third out of the inning. That pitch called strike on the outside corner. Radai knew it. Good pitch by Riley Glenn. Again, I must say I'm very impressed with Riley Glenn.
I really like, and you talk about what the impact, well, we all know baseball and what a good pitcher can do, and you think about last night, a 14-0 game, and this Brooks team with Glenn pitching definitely does not lose games 14-0. It's you're seeing the impact, the cause and effect, the impact of what one pitcher can do for a team.
Yeah, exactly. And you get into the World Series, and the teams that make it to the World Series, their pitching is on par right away, and they have the best pitching, the teams that make it to the World Series.
Yes, they do.
And it just goes to show how a pitcher can shut down a team. And that's why in baseball, if you only win 65% of your games, you're going to the playoffs. And every team has an ace. And you're happy when you can avoid their ace in a 3-game series. It would have been nice for the Mavericks to have avoided Riley Glenn, but
They drew him, and they got to figure it out.
yes, it's going to be a good game. Ponticelli is matching him. 2 hits to 1 hit. great pitchers duel tonight.
I don't mind watching those.
No, the game's moving along very quickly. We've played 4 innings, and it's only been a little less than an hour before we started. Leading off for the Brooks Bombers is going to be Spencer Rankin, grounded out to the shortstop his last at bat. Spencer is catching tonight. Batting .284 with 5 home runs. He's got some pop in his bat.
Ponticelli, you talk about it, Wayne. What does a pitcher have to do? Throw strikes.
Yes. And that's why the game's moving along. There's a ball hit up the middle. Garcia gets over there. Great range.
Oh,
great
nice play by PJ Garcia.
Wow, he robbed Rankin of a hit there.
And Wayne, Garcia's dialed in tonight. I've liked his game. He's been very crisp.
That was a great play. Got that behind on the second base side of second base, and still was able to get his body in position to make a strong, accurate throw to first base. Brendan Cates, first pitch hitting. Oh, just over the glove of Garcia at short for a single.
Shortstop, number 25, Clifford Prod.
Cates on first base. Clifford Prod now batting from Riverside, California. Batting .221 on the season. Middle infield playing double play depth. Pitch on the outer half for a called strike.
Prod attends. All right, we got it there.
Pitch on the inner half. Back to the pitcher, Ponticelli. Oh, to Garcia.
Oh, what a tough play gets away. Prad attends Orange Coast, and he gets himself to first.
Oh, an easy double play ball. Ponticelli rushed his throw. Didn't get his footwork down. That'll be an error to the pitcher. Ponticelli just rushed on that play.
A little bit.
Had lots of time, even just to get the one out. That's all you needed. That ball is hit to center field. Freddie Walker under it easily. Hauls it in, makes a strong throw to Klingensmith at third for the second out.
And a good play there, Wayne, by Freddie Walker, not to let a runner advance and get in scoring position. That's what you got to do in baseball. You have to find ways just to bounce back like that after tough plays. Like I said, Ponticelli knows that. I think that he messed up there, but
yeah, like I said, even if you don't get the double play, just get the first play. Get the first out. You can't get a double play unless you get the first out. Number 9 hitter, Danny Donnelly from Okotoks, Alberta. Pitch. Oh, there's a wild pitch. I was telling you before, we've got 69 wild pitches.
69 wild pitches.
That
Make it
makes
70.
it number 70. Runners advance to second and third on the wild pitch. Donnelly batting .127 on the year. We want to get this guy out. We don't want to load the bases for the top of their order.
No, you
know
can't.
Perez can fly. He's batting .288.
But Wayne, as you mentioned,
Donnelly's .127.
As you mentioned, their guy, McCoy Pierce, not in the lineup tonight. You were surprised.
I was very surprised, but he's been struggling. He's batting .345 or something on the season, but in his last 10 games, he's only batting .230.
So he's in a bit of a slump right now. What do you think? What do you think the coaching decision to take him out and just let him watch the ball game? What does that really do? Do you think to light a fire, or I mean, who knows? But what do you think the coaching mindset.
I would be surprised if we didn't see him come in and pinch hit in a key situation later in the game. There's a base hit to right field. One run's coming around. There's a second run coming around. Strelchuk throws home, not in time. Now down to second base. There's a run down, and Garcia tags out Donnelly, but not before 2 runs score. Bombers go ahead 2-0 on a 2 RBI single to right field by the number 9 hitter Donnelly.
Wayne, I understand it's being written in. McCoy out with the flu tonight. McCoy Pierce is out with the flu. Yes, I believe that's his family member, potentially mother, writes in. We were just talking about it there as we were cleaning up the stats package. Not too sure what's going on with the pitch count issue on Point Streak, and we messaged them. We're hoping they figure it out and get it fixed. But when you talked about it, those wild pitches, what can happen, and that's like you said, what you just told me off the air there. That kills us.
Well, we had the chance for the double play, and Ponticelli rushed the throw, committed the air, and then a wild pitch advanced both runners. Of course, on the comebacker, when he made the throwing error, the hitter got on first base, runners on first and second, wild pitch advanced them, and the single scored them.
It's a tactical tip.
So, Colton Wright leading off the bottom of the 5th, Wright followed by Strelchuk and Smith.
25, catcher Colton Wright.
Colton struck out his first at-bat. Takes a called strike. Slider. Colton waving his hand, motioning to stay on it, hit it to right field. Just a reminder to himself. Here's the pitch. Outside. Count is 1-1. Good take by Colton. As I mentioned, Colton's batting .556 in the last 3 games.
That's a nice number. Video game-like numbers, Wayne.
They are.
Video game
Very
numbers.
Impressive. Pitch in the dirt. Swings and misses. Glenn's got our hitters a little off track right now. He's got them guessing.
He has that ability to throw a few different pitches as well.
Yes, he does.
I've noticed
he's very accurate.
He says.
Yeah. As a hitter, you want to be anticipating, but you don't want to be guessing, and there's a big difference.
There's a big difference.
There's a strike, swinging strike on a slider outside. Right goes down swinging. Russell Strelchuk coming to the bat. He's got the only hit for the Mavericks so far tonight.
Strelchuk.
Russell playing right field. Batting 7th. Called strike. Looked low and away from here, but the umpire had a better view than I do.
So how long were you doing media for?
That pitch is outside. Count is 1-1.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that was sometimes it's good, sometimes it was a royal pain in the ass. Pain in the butt.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Strelchuk fouls it off. Count is 1-2.
two general managers, but with the management team, it's constant turnover.
I like the guest services, but I should have had that feature for Chivas.
I forget her name, but yeah.
There's a
Team.
pitch.
Yeah,
Swung out in the dirt.
Chivas, but people like this.
2-3 for the putout. Third strikeout in a row. 4 out of the last 5 hitters have struck out.
And Riley Glenn, he's a good pitcher. It's my first time I've seen him this year. Wait, and I really like his game. Well, I mean, what can you say?
Well, I just looked at his stats and I knew we were going to be in tough tonight, being 4-0, 28 strikeouts to 11 walks, or 29 strikeouts to 11 walks, and he's only adding to the strikeout total tonight. Hasn't walked. That pitch is a called strike to Colin Klingensmith. Get the ball to the shortstop, last at bat, pulls that pitch foul down the first base side.
And Wayne, in Clinton Smith's case, he's a guy that was playing a ton of minutes, playing shortstop virtually every night till Garcia arrived. For Klingensmith, a chance for him here in the tonight, playing third base, to show the coaching staff as he hits this one out to deep left field, and that will be caught. That'll do it. For Klingensmith, an opportunity tonight, Wayne, to show the coaches that he's versatile and they can put him in different spots because he wants to get that playing time, right? No secret.
Right. Yeah. And, you know, that's a good move, putting him at third base, moving the guys around, giving them a chance to play. Wright's been playing third base, as I recall, I think every game since he's got here, all 9 games.
So give him a little bit of a rest.
Yeah,
And
get him off his feet. It's a hot day today.
And
it's
like
going
you
to be
mentioned,
likewise tomorrow. It's
it
going
will
to be
be.
hot.
And like you mentioned to me, Wayne, you said if you can play shortstop, you can play third base and make that adjustment. You were telling me
but,
that.
I mean,
This afternoon brought to you by River
a lot of
Dental, the
college
official
teams
dentist
will
and hygienist of your
recruit
your
shortstops and
Mavericks.
catchers.
And
They
by
know
your
they can
Shingle
put
and
those guys
Hyder,
anywhere.
criminal defense lawyer.
Catchers can play third and first.
Check your program
Shortstops
fans
can
and
play
here's
middle
some number
infield and
29,
outfield.
Russell Strelchuk on the Gas King ad.
Shortstops
You
are very
won an
versatile
easy gift
players.
bag from Gas King.
Great
Go to the
utility
Mavericks office
players.
now to claim your prize.
So we have the 1, 2, and 3 hitters coming up for Brooks, who leads the Mavericks 2-0. Chris Perez is 0 for 2, struck out his first at bat. Top of the order here in the 6th inning. We need a shutdown inning right here so we can get back on the sticks, although our sticks haven't been doing much tonight.
And as you mentioned, Wayne, Perez, a junior from McPherson College, being from Florida, I think he's enjoying this Florida-like weather. This is Florida temperature.
It's Florida temperature without the humidity.
Top of the order for the Brooks Bombers.
Perfect.
Florida has
32.
the same
Chris
temperatures,
Perez.
but it's about 85% humidity. Bunt attempt. Perez thought he pulled back in time.
Not quite.
He could have been called on the pitch or on the attempt. Either case, it's a
1-1.
strike. Pitch high and away.
As mentioned, it's Christmas in July, Wayne. How do you think of the decorations so far? I think
I love
our
them.
morning staff did a pretty good little job that came in.
I love the decorations. We've got candy cane all over the railing and Christmas balls hanging on the rails. We've got kids wearing Santa Claus antlers. Here's the 1 and 2 pitch outside, 2 and 2. Lots of fans are dressed up in Christmas gear.
This will definitely catch on for next year.
Yeah, and this is a fundraiser, folks that are watching, for the Santa Claus Fund. Struck him out.
Is that 5?
Perez goes down swinging for the first out. As we were saying, this is a fundraiser for the Santa Claus Fund, and a lot of people are unfamiliar with what's all going on. They were asked to bring a food item or
Yeah.
a Christmas gift, something for the Christmas
Something.
fund. Probably not a food item, sorry. There's a ball hit over Rat Eye. Just about had that.
Nice hit for Zach Lemaine there. No, and Wayne, it's always, as anybody could attest to this, we know whenever you're in a position as a sports team or franchise organization, you can do events like that to help your community and help those people. It's always a good thing. It's nice to be a part of.
Yeah, and the Mavericks do a great job of that. And this is something that'll really catch on next year, as Kim Johnson was saying. People are unfamiliar with it this year, not really knowing that it was associated with the Santa Claus.
Not knowing how far to take it with
Yeah.
how dressing
Yeah.
up, but next year you can.
Pitch looked good, but called ball to McIntyre. McIntyre has a single in one of his 2 plate appearances tonight. Here's a pitch in the dirt. Good block by Wright. Count as a 1-1.
2-0.
I'm sorry, 2-0. Brooks don't run much. This is on the ear. There's a pitch in there, called strike. Now of those 20 stolen bases, Perez has 13 of them, so I don't expect that McIntyre will be running here. 1 away. Pitch in there, called strike. Same place as the last pitch. Count is 2-2.
If it's not fixed, or if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. Pitch looks like it's up in the zone, and I think McIntyre is taking it, assuming that it's a ball, but it isn't. There's a pitch in on the hands. Good pitch by Ponticelli. Foul back.
And a fan makes the catch.
Yeah, one of Christmas or Santa's
That's
elves
a baseball
caught the
by a
ball.
fan right there. Remember, all foul balls can be turned in for $2. Mavericks money.
You're around.
There's McIntyre off in her pitch.
Are you?
Foul.
That's somebody in the Mavericks dugout with a Christmas hat on making the grab and foul territory.
Yeah.
Back-to-back catches from people not in tonight's lineup. Wayne, I think you're next.
We got a window in front of us, thank goodness. Count is 2-2. Let's see if McIntyre is going to be going again. He's not going. Pitch is outside. Count is full. Ponticelli has not made a throw over the first base yet to hold the runners. Here's the pitch. Fouled up. Wright giving chase. Rodriguez giving chase. And neither one could get there in time. It's one of those plays where if they both would have gone for it, they would have collided. And they both pulled up a step. And neither one got there. Tough play.
All right,
Tough
we've got
play,
the
Wayne,
jersey
but
winner,
probably the one you got to make
Gerald
when
Dunham.
earlier in the year where
Gerald.
they lost outfielder Julian
You got a
Lee
snazzy
to a
Mavericks
serious.
jersey
They were
waiting
out
for you.
him and
Wilson
John
Ross
Valesco,
downstairs.
who also has left the team due to injury. So ended up injuring both of them. Valesco was able to
There's
and a
ball
base on
four.
ball 4. It was a play it was a fly ball like that, and both went right into each other. Julian Lee, for those who remember, was unable to continue. Valesco was able to play a little bit more, but ultimately 2 hurt. So those can be serious situations. Like I said, as in the Mavericks case, it costed 2 guys their season.
Yeah, and that play was very tough. Had somebody made a catch on that, it would have been an outstanding play. Because not only are you running towards each other, you're also running towards the wall, and that's a concrete wall there. So nothing they could do on that. But we have runners on first and second now with the walk. Only 1 away.
This half inning brought
And
to
the
you by
number
Cell
3
Phone
hitter,
Service, the
Damian
official starter of the
Rodriguez, coming
Mavericks
to the
Cell
plate.
Line.
Damian batting
Transportation
.291 on the
dedicated to
season,
all
18
sizes.
RBIs.
Book a bus with Southland.
Time
at
is called.
southland.ca.
Pitching coach
Also,
Lipke out
thanks.
the
Don't
top
forget
to
to follow the
Ponticelli.
Mavericks on social media at MH Mavericks on Twitter and Instagram.
Ground ball would be nice here.
Facebook.com/MedHatMavericks.
Hard
on
hit
Facebook.
ball to Arata
Connect
at
with
second
the
base.
Mavericks on social media.
I think we can turn 2. Even a good comebacker to Ponticelli, I think he'll take his time if he gets another one. He's had 2 comebackers. First pitch swinging, vicious cut by Rodriguez. Comes up empty. Count is 0-1. saying earlier, we need a shutdown inning here. That ball is a little flare out. Garcia underneath it makes the catch out in shallow right center field for the second out.
Garcia, and he's quick, Wayne. He's quick. He's very. I mean, that's what you got to be in that position. But what stands out to me about Garcia, Taylor Wright's like this too with the third base spot. But Garcia in particular, he's so agile.
He got a good jump on that.
He has a
ball,
good jump, but
I think Rat-Eye might have been able to make that catch too. But Garcia takes charge, and shortstop has priority over the second baseman anyway. And he called it right away. Spencer Rankin now batting 284. We know he's got some pop in his bat. He's got 5 home runs on the season. Rankin is 0 for 2 in this game, grounded out to the shortstop, both previous at-bats. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Oh, wild pitch. Gets away to the backstop. No chance for Colton Wright on that one.
no, not at all.
Runners advance again on a wild pitch with 2 away, and that's what happened last inning. Runners on first and second, advanced on a wild pitch. Next batter hit a single, both runs scored. We need that shutdown inning right now. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Oh, and he hits him. That hurt.
That one hurt.
Action in the Mavs bullpen right now.
Hunter Cooper warming up down there, Wayne. And Wayne, for the Mavericks here, they got to just...
Time is called.
Yeah.
Right going out, I think, to buy some time.
I think Hastily here has said, well, not I think, he's just got to wrap this inning up and go cool down. And then we'll see if he comes back out or not. I'm not too sure.
If he can wrap it up. Right now, he's in trouble. Brendan Cates coming to the plate, singled his last at-bat and scored last inning. He's 1 for 2. Cates batting .314 on the season. Obviously one of their better hitters. We've got our work cut out for us now. One of Santa's elves down there helping Hunter Cooper. Here's the pitch, low and away, ball 1.
I think all the Mavericks want for Christmas right now is, like I said,
An out.
an out.
Yeah.
I've been looking for a Christmas baseball pun all night, and I just have it. So everybody, please applaud me.
There's a call strike.
I've been looking.
Strike, by the way.
Oh, Cam Johnson breaks my heart.
Botticelli seems to have lost it here right now.
I know he has.
He's walked the previous batter, hit the last batter. Oh, swing and a miss. Count is 1-2 on Cates. Cates maybe a little over anxious on that pitch. Looked like it was outside. Bases are juiced here.
Mono.
Here's a pitch, a line drive to third base. One hopper by Klingensmith. Steps on the bag, unassisted. 3 away. That's a beauty.
And Wayne, it wasn't pretty, but they do get that out, and ultimately they don't surrender.
Key out.
They don't surrender that run, which was crucial.
Exactly. That was a big out.
Because if I had to guess, I don't think Riley Glenn's coming out anytime soon. So.
No, I think he's 5 innings. I think he's only thrown about 50 pitches.
Somewhere
The
in
way
there.
he's been throwing.
And as you mentioned,
That's very many.
our point streak scoring app tonight, Wayne. The pitch count, word counting, we're putting them up there, but it's not counting them.
Well,
We messaged them. We'll have to see if
you have to fix that.
I
don't
have
know.
to fix that. I do. And I sent them a message, and they're not that responsive. But some of our viewers were speculating earlier how many pitches were thrown. So no, we'll definitely get that looked into for you guys. Do not worry. We know the pitcher moms like that to keep an eye on that stuff.
I'm going to anticipate that Riley Glenn hasn't thrown more than 60 pitches.
I'd agree with that.
And I would say Ponticelli is maybe at about... he's thrown 6 innings. I'd say he's maybe at about 84.
84. Yeah, I was gonna say 85.
So his pitch count isn't exceptionally high. I mean, he's only walked one batter. Glenn hasn't walked anyone. So number 9, 1 and 2 up for the Mavericks. We need to get something going here. We've only got one hit so far in this game. Freddie Walker struck out looking his first at bat. We've had several Mavericks tonight that have gone back to the dugout with the bat on their back, on their shoulder.
Walker, Soika, Garcia, center fielder, number 7, Freddie Walker.
Hopefully the third time around we'll catch on to what he's throwing.
5 strikeouts in the game so far, waiting for...
I got something caught in my throat here.
Yeah, you're okay. Yeah, you're...
Yeah.
4 in the first 3 innings.
There's a ball hit to the shortstop, Perez. Fields it over to Rodriguez for the out, just in time. Walker hustling down the first baseline.
I mean, I gotta give credit.
Put out.
I gotta give credit where it's due. The infielders for the Bombers have been focused and dialed in tonight. They're making their plays quick, but they're just making simple plays. They're doing a good job.
And that, again, I'll bring it back to the pitcher.
I'll bring it back to the pitcher as well.
He's
Yeah.
throwing strikes, and when you're throwing strikes, your defense is going to play good behind you. Soika, leadoff hitter up, takes a pitch in the dirt, calls ball.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Really, I think the only errors we've had tonight, we've got 2 errors, were both by our pitcher,
Both by
Ponticelli.
pitchers, that's right.
Here's a pitch, low and away. Count is 2-0. Soika needs to get on base. We need to get something going. On deck is PJ Garcia. There's a 2-0 pitch. In there, call strike. Late call by the umpire. But it looked like a good pitch.
I think the right call. Yeah.
Rankin held the ball a little longer for the umpire to get a good look at it. Got the call. Same pitch, not quite as good a location. Glenn steps off the mound. He wanted that called strike, thinking it was the same pitch in the same location. A little upset. Count is 3-1.
Count is 3 and 1 as you mentioned.
Catcher Rankin goes out to talk to Glenn, just to get him settled down. I think he's upset. I think those last 2 pitches. I think could have gone either way.
I actually think they could have
It
too.
could be ball 4 now, or it could be 2 and 2. So he got one. He didn't get the other one. So I think it evened itself out. Count is 3-1 to Soika. Here's the pitch. Soika hits it hard to the third baseman. Fields it cleanly over to Rodriguez.
Oh!
Got him in the sun. Had trouble with the sun. It's at a bad spot right now for the first baseman. Throw was offline. Pulled Rodriguez off the base.
Garcia.
That would be an error to the third baseman on the throw. I think Soika would have ran right on the baseman anyway, because he had come off the base. So Soika on first base with 1 away. Garcia now at the plate. Hit and run is on. Ball's hit perfectly over the shortstop, who went over to cover, and that's exactly where
Garcia's having a great evening.
Great call by the coach. Hit and run. Great piece of hitting by Garcia.
And the Mavericks
on the corner.
in good shape here, waiting to get on the scoreboard.
So your Mavericks, number 31, Taylor Wright.
Hit and run to work to perfection. Mavericks have something going now. That's just a hit, yes. Should be 2 hits. We got speed on the corners.
Little conversation
speed at
going
the
on
plate.
here. Sorry to cut you off there. I know there's a little bit of a
Well, the defense are setting up. Defense are setting up their signals as to what's going to happen if the runner on first takes off, and the offense have to set up their signals on what they're going to do. So Vasella is out of the third base dugout, giving the signals to Taylor Wright and the base runners. Count is 1-1. Infield playing double play depth. Wright will be tough to double up.
He's a tough hitter. It's not.
Struck out his last at bat. Ball hit right up the middle. Pass the diving
Found its
Perez.
way.
Pass the diving Perez.
And Wayne, an RBI single for Taylor Wright.
RBI single for Wright.
First run of the game, brought to you by 2020 Vision Care. Look out, Spongy Baseball headed your way. Make some noise.
Perez dove for that. Just about came up with it. But it got by him.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands
Garcia
together.
thought
First
about
baseman,
going to
number 20,
third,
Sal
but the center fielder
Rodriguez.
came in too quickly. Sal Rodriguez coming to the plate with runners on first and second. One away. Mavs have something going now. Second hit in a row. Here's the pitch in there, called strike.
And I like.
Count.
It's 2-5-1.
No, it should be 3. 3. Pitch in the dirt, gets away. Both runners
Both
advance. Rankin tried his best to block that, but it was in the dirt.
Break up the force, that's what they needed.
Yes, exactly. Sal doesn't run the best. And now we're out of the double play situation on the wild pitch. Runners on second and third. Good speed in both places. Rodriguez at the plate. 1-1 count. In the dirt again. Good block by Rankin. Glenn seems to have lost it a little bit now.
I think so. The pitchers are really trading back and forth there.
On deck is Nolan Radai. First base is open. I'm sure that Rodriguez won't be getting much good to hit here. 2-1. Ball hit up the middle. Hard hit ball. Single. Both runs coming around the score. Here's Wright at home. Rodriguez going for second, and he's in there.
Sal Rodriguez. Beauty indeed, Wayne. The Mavericks take the lead in this game.
A 2 RBI single for Sal Rodriguez. Advances on the throw home. He's now in scoring position. Probably a bad decision by the center fielder to throw home on that play.
I think so.
Should have kept the runner in double play position at first base. Radai now batting. Radai swinging, lines it over the first baseman, but foul.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 9, Nolan Radai.
We should only have 4 hits. Count is 0-1 on Radai. Mavericks have just scored 3 runs. In on the hands, good pitch by Glenn. Ties up Radai. Count is 0-2. Radai is a smart hitter. I'm sure he'll be looking to go to right side. There's a big hole between first and second.
And he has the ability to put balls their way, and if you look at his spray chart, he can do that. Your Derek Jeter-like swing is you up.
Shortstop's playing him in the hole to pull. Catcher setting up outside. Here's the pitch. High. 1 and 2. On deck is Colton Wright. Here's a 1-2 pitch. In the dirt. Ball 2. Right-eye has a good eye. He's walked a lot this year.
What do we say? We'll take him any way we can.
His walks to strikes are just about even. Rat-eye is 0 for 2. Struck out swinging his last at-bat. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Oh, fouled off the hands. Pitch high and inside. Good pitch by Glenn. I think Rat-eye is leaning, looking out over the plate. Glenn threw a pitch hard and high inside. Now he'll be looking to come back low and away, I would expect. Here's a pitch, and Rat-eye's looking low and away. It's hit down the line.
It's
a
fair.
fair ball. Good piece of hitting by Rat-eye. Throwing the second base, and Rat-eye's in there with a RBI double. Beauty.
And Wayne, the Mavericks really starting to build off some momentum here. Pass the baton, as you like to call it. A really good inning for the Mavericks, and I think...
Well, it's the third time around having a look at Glenn. And
Could
they
we,
made the adjustment.
Your attention fans, this just issued from
Good teams will do that.
A thunderstorm watch is now in effect for our area.
Good piece of hitting by Rat-eye.
Sean Rydell warming up for the Bombers, Wayne.
Okay. They were trying to set Rat-eye up by throwing a fastball high and inside, getting him to back off the plate, thinking that he was looking low and away. They came back with a pitch low and away, and Rat-eye was looking low and away and hit it into right field for a double. Great adjustment by Rat-eye. Good hitters make adjustment from at-bat to at-bat, but great hitters make the adjustment during the at-bat. And Rat-eye, I say, is a great hitter. He makes the adjustment during the at-bat. Now Colton Wright has a chance to add to the damage right here.
Keep it going.
Keep it going. Runner on scoring position. Let him trade places with Rat-eye, as Rat-eye did with Rodriguez. 4 consecutive hits by the Mavericks. Leads to 4
For the
runs.
Mavericks is the catcher, Colton Wright.
Wright has struck out both plate appearances tonight. Struck out swinging. Glenn has had his number low and in the dirt. There's a pitch in the dirt. Rat-eye doesn't offer.
It shows how bad my iPad battery is. It's been plugged in all night, but it's been 46, 47 the entire time.
I know.
Good inning for the Mavericks so far. And they got to keep it going. They've got to add to this. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Rat-eye has a good lead at second base. Pitch inside in the dirt. Wild pitch. Gets ahead. Gets away from Rankin. The runner advances.
Close your app here recently.
I don't know. Is that a thing on Apple?
Double click the
Advantage.
I mean,
Mavericks. 2-0 count. Infield has to come in now. Cut down the runner on third base if he goes on a ground ball.
it's a year's
Oh,
worth
the
of apps
infield's
right
going
there.
to play back. They're going to let the run score.
That should help a lot.
The only players that'll cut it off is a hard hit ball to the first or third baseman or the pitcher. There's a ball hit to the shortstop. Rat-eye comes home. Good RBI by Colton Wright. Scores Rat-eye from third on the 6-3 putout. You don't always have to have a hit to have a good at-bat. That was a good
Right
at-bat.
fielder number 29, Russell Strelchuk.
Strelchuk is 1 for 2 tonight. Singled his first at-bat. Had the only hit coming into this inning for the Mavericks. Pitch is high and inside, ball 1. Russell struck out his last at-bat.
Oh, kid. You missed your cue.
pitch
Finish
on
us
the
off
outside
50-50
corner.
for
Count
AC
as
Elder
1-1.
Associates. We got our vendors out selling tickets still. Raise your hand if you want to buy a 50-50.
Count is 1-1.
Count is 1-1.
After 7.
Here's the pitch, blowing inside.
Ball 2.
Good take by Strilchuk. That was a pitch he struck out on his last at bat. Was upset at himself. Threw the bat in disgust. We've all been there.
Yes, we've all been there. Yep.
There's a line drive up the middle. Good piece of hitting by Strilchuk.
Strilchuk's second single of the evening, Wayne.
Great piece of hitting.
And Wayne, we've almost went through the entire batting order this inning.
Well, this is the number 9 hitter coming to the plate for this inning. Colin Klingensmith. So we said about 60 pitches for Glenn coming into this inning. I think he's thrown about 30 this inning, so he's up to about 90. That pitch is in the dirt, gets away from the catcher again. Another wild pitch. Glenn has got 3 wild pitches this inning. Opportunity for Klingensmith. Get an RBI here. Ninth batter to come to the plate this inning for the Mavericks. Pitch is outside. Count is 2-0. Klingensmith will be zoning up here, looking for a pitch to drive. Come on, Colin. That's high. Ball 3.
Klingensmith has a good eye as well, Wayne.
Yeah, the pitcher is kind of begging right now. Most pitches are close, but he hasn't been throwing a lot of strikes. And, you know, when you start throwing them in the dirt, anything close you're not going to get. That pitch was close. He did get that one. Count is 3-1. Very nice crowd on hand tonight. That pitch is high. Ball 4. Good at bat for Klingensmith. Freddie Walker coming to the plate. Second at bat. There will be a pitching change.
And I believe Sean Rydell is going to be coming into action here, Wayne.
Okay, we'll do a little background check on Mr. Rydell. From Kingwood, Texas.
And you're going to like where he goes to school.
Somewhere in Tennessee or Oklahoma?
Oklahoma, Northwest Oklahoma State.
Northwest. Lots of good
I assume you
baseball
love
in
that. I
Oklahoma.
assume you love that part of Oklahoma too.
I've only been to that Oklahoma City area.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's kind of central. Tulsa is a little bit more east.
This afternoon brought to you by Canadian Western Bank. We work hard to be not just productive for our clients, but proactive. You might even say we're obsessed with your success. 13,000 or call them now to learn how they can help you. Canadian Western Bank.
And Wayne, do you think it was a coaching mistake not to bring in Rydell earlier and before the Mavericks take this game over and turn it around, or do you think they were just trying to give him an opportunity to close it out?
Well, he's their ace, and I think you want to stick with your ace as long as you can. And hindsight is always 20/20. Yeah, in hindsight, they probably wish they would have taken him out a little bit earlier, but he was still throwing strikes. The wild pitches hurt him, especially that one when Rodriguez was batting. Took him out of the double play opportunity, and then Sal comes up with a key single to score both runners. So he hurt himself, but he's a strike thrower. I've got him down as only walking one batter tonight. And I don't know how many strikeouts. He had 7 strikeouts and 1 walk.
So he didn't have a bad night.
No, like statistically, he had a good night. It's just our hitters
Our
got to
hitters got to him.
We made the adjustment, and
Center fielder for your Mavericks, number 7, Freddie Walker.
Two-way, Freddie Walker coming to the plate. Strelchuk at second, Klingensmith at first. Good speed on the base path. Both players run well. Freddie is 0 for 2. Batting .252 on the season. Pitch is high. Rydell looks like a hard thrower. This is his 15th game. He's 0-3. Has an ERA of 5.57.
And he looks
That
like he
pitch
throws
is
the
in
ball
for a
hard,
strike.
like you said.
Yeah, he's got a good arm. Here's the 1-1 pitch on its way. High and inside.
Jingle bells to play.
Sure, I could find a version.
Any version of it, just Jingle Bells.
Pitch is high and inside again. Count is 3-1.
When do I need it for?
Christmas caroling challenge that we have in the 7th-inning stretch there.
Okay, I'll find one.
No, taking it to the ball game.
Oh, all strike.
Oh, and Klingensmith didn't agree. He was on his way to first, Wayne.
Freddie Walker.
Freddie Walker, they look the same.
Yeah, they do. Count is 3-2. Runners will be off on the pitch. Yeah, that pitch looked like it could have been called ball 4.
And we're doing home team home run challenge.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Oh, it does the inside move and gets Strelchuk picked off second, but no one came over to cover. Had the second baseman been on the same page as the pitcher, Strelchuk was picked off second.
Yeah. A lucky break, Wayne.
It's the most wonderful time of the
It's
year.
the most wonderful time of the year.
Again, here's the 3-2 pitch. Strelchuk and Klingensmith off running. Ball 4, bases loaded. Top of the order, Austin Soika coming to the plate. He started this inning off with the error
Number 30, Austin Soika.
to the third baseman. Curveball swung on, booted by the third baseman again. Here comes Klingensmith.
And a double RBI single.
Error on the third baseman, routine ground ball. Hit him right in the glove. Bad play sometimes to hit a player.
They're having trouble over in that spot tonight.
Yeah, that was a routine play. That play's got to be made.
Shortstop, PJ Garcia.
So we have runners on first and second, still 2 away.
Home run.
Both times, Soika's hit it to the third baseman, 2 errors. Got to keep hitting it there, guys. Oh, foul straight back by Garcia. Garcia singled his last at bat, came around to score. On the Rodriguez, single up the middle. I thought it's the most wonderful time of the year if you want to.
They're looking for a version of Jingle Bells for caroling, and I mean, it's Masonry, it's easier said than done.
Okay, we have a count of 0-2 on Garcia.
How you doing, Mason?
Runners on first and second, 2 away. 7-run inning for the Mavericks. Blowing this game wide open. Pitch is high, count is 1-2. Not that one.
Michael Bublé it is.
Oh, Michael Bublé. Curveball in on the hands. Garcia fights it off. Fly ball easily caught by the left fielder for the 3rd out. Good inning for the Mavericks.
Very good inning.
Mavericks end up scoring 7 runs that inning.
A nice inning for the Mavericks, and they're able to do some damage and lead this game 7-2.
So where do you get the hits from? Like,
When they stay in the same inning,
Yeah.
it's hard to track stuff. So I'm gonna make so there'll be something to fix on that side of the stats. And we're back here.
number 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Brooks Bombers. Prod, Kimbrough, and Donnelly. Into pitch now is Hunter Cooper. Pitch in the dirt. Count is 2-0. Pitch is high. Count is 2-1. My mistake. Ground ball hit to Klingensmith at third base, makes the play. Good
Nice arm
strong
by
throw.
Klingensmith. Nice arm.
That's a shortstop's arm for you right there. 5-3. Good to get the leadoff hitter. This is Cooper's 9th game that he's appeared in. I'm sorry, his 13th game. He's appeared as a position player. There's another ball hit to Klingensmith. Fields it cleanly. Another
2 for
throw.
2.
I think he's trying to show up the Brooks third baseman.
I think he's
My
trying
goodness.
to show him. That's what I do. Back to backs, and they're moving quickly.
He's making it look easy over there. This is Cooper's 13th appearance. He's got a 9.87 ERA. I'd like to bring that down with a good outing tonight. First pitch swinging is Donnelly. Singled his last at bat, drove in both runs. He's 2 for 2 tonight. Was a third out after he drove in those 2 runs on a 9-2-6 put out. Hit the ball to right field. Good pitch, fastball on the inner side of the plate, but called a ball on the inside. Another pitch inside. Count is 2-1. We need the shutdown inning here again. Beat off hitter on deck. There's a ball hard hit, but way foul.
That one's going
over
for
the patio. Yeah,
it's way over the patio.
It's going to hit the Medicine Hat Arena.
I missed that place, right?
A couple of girls walking out over there. They're going to get the ball.
Why not? It came right to him. If Roger Cooper here looking to close out the inning, he's got an opportunity.
Pitch is high, full count. Number 9 hitter.
Caught him.
Strike. Beauty. Inner half of the plate. Arguing with the umpire. The umpire tells him to go away and behave yourself.
Bottom of 7 coming up. We've got this 7th inning stretch.
Good pitch by Cooper.
With a twist tonight on Christmas in July.
Okay, everyone, so I'm back here at the bottom of section D, and I am joined by Morgan and Sophia. So they are going to sing Jingle Bells. They're each going to sing a little section of it, and you guys are going to vote on who sang it best. Okay, girls? Right?
Merry Christmas. There you go. Now we're back on track. Nice performance from a
Version of Jingle Bells.
That's a version. Short.
On July the 13th.
Feels weird.
Oh, we have another one. Is it a sing-off?
I think it's a
Down
sing off. Yeah, I think so.
And now it's time to vote. So,
3, 4, 5 headers due up here for the Mavericks swing. Taylor Wright coming in.
Janessa does a great job.
She does awesome promotions.
Yeah. Pleasure to work with.
On to the 7th inning. It is the 3-4-5 batters for the Mavericks. Taylor Wright, Rodriguez, and Ratsai due up. 31, Taylor Wright.
Taylor Wright is 1 for 3 tonight. Strike 1 called on Taylor Wright. And for the Mavericks, after having that enormous last inning, for them, they just want to get right back to work here, Wayne. Sean Rydell not making it easy, though. 0-2 count for Taylor Wright.
Now he's got a little giddy up on his pitches. We just have to make sure he brings it into the strike zone. That last pitch was high. So Taylor has to make him bring it down. That pitch is high. So let's see if that holds true. Remember I was saying before I left that in most games, 60% of the games, the winning team scores more runs in one inning than the losing team does in the whole game.
Okay. We shall see. I'm curious as well. Strike 3 called and
Strikeout.
a battle. Sean Rydell goes up 1-0.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 20, Sal
A good pitcher, Wayne.
Rodriguez.
He does throw the ball hard.
Yeah, and as long as he has control, he'll be effective. But if you just throw hard, you're just a thrower. You got to be able to pitch, and there's a difference between being a thrower and a pitcher. Greg Maddox and Tom Glavine and all those guys were highly successful because they knew how to pitch. They just didn't throw hard. Called strike, evens the count at 1-1.
One and one count here. Rodriguez pops it up and
First baseman.
first baseman makes the catch.
Good play by the first baseman.
Good hustle. Now 2 gone for the Mavericks.
Radai coming to the plate, had that key RBI double. Last at bat, drove in 2 runs. I'm sorry, drove in 1 run. Switched places with Sal Rodriguez. At that time, we were ahead 3-2. His double made it 4-2. And things just kept rolling from there. First pitch in for a called strike. There's another piece of hitting to the right side. Oh, and the right fielder, they had him played perfectly. Had him shaded over to the right side. He lined it over there, but the right fielder made the catch. So we're going to the 8th inning. The sun is setting.
Sun is setting. It's getting cool.
You know what? Days are getting shorter, aren't they?
Days are getting shorter. It's that time, and we've been pretty lucky this summer though with the weather here.
Yeah, Medicine Hat, we hardly ever get rained out.
Not yet.
We might get rain, but we seldom get rained out. Not all nights are beautiful, but tonight is beautiful. Great crowd here tonight. Best crowd, I think, Kim, we've seen in a little while, isn't it? Oh, Santa Claus in center field. He's got a fishing net out in center field. Catch the ball. Oh, there he goes. Oh, he catches it. I'm getting excited over that. It's how boring my life is, folks.
And when they leave Hunter Cooper in, no surprise there. I thought he did a good job in that 7th inning.
Yeah. So counting us slugs up here, there's 1,000 people here tonight.
1,000 people, not too bad.
And they're only going to increase the crowds, as the winning continues. Hunter Cooper back to work, faces the top of the order. Perez, Lehman, and McIntyre.
Top of the order for the Brooks Bombers, the center fielder, number 32, Chris Perez.
First pitch swinging. Follows it straight back. Way to get ahead, Hunter. Pound that strike zone.
Good pitch from Hunter Cooper.
Pound that strike zone. Let him hit it. Oh, a good piece of hitting by Perez. Slider going away, low and away. He just reached out, flicked his bat at it, hits it into right field for a single. Good pitch, good piece of hitting.
Number 12, second baseman, Zach Lehman.
He missed completely, I shouldn't say completely, but he swung through the fastball, anticipating an off-speed pitch, and he got it. Good piece of hitting. Ball in the dirt, right backhands it. We know Perez can run. He's got 13 out of the 20 stolen bases for the Bombers this year. Not a running situation when you're down 7-2, though. Pitch gets away from right. Just couldn't quite squeeze it. And that's what speed will do for you sometimes. You get a little too rushed on making the easy play. That's a pitch that Colton should have caught. But with a speedy runner on first, you don't know if he's... That's really a pass ball. Not a wild pitch, but a pass ball on the catcher. Count is 2-0, nobody out. There's a ball hit out into center field. Freddie Walker easily gliding back, getting under position to make the catch. Perez has got lots of speed, gets into third standing up. Mavericks will gladly trade a run for an out here.
I don't think they seem to mind that.
Josh McIntyre, the left fielder, coming to the plate.
Josh McIntyre.
He's 1 for 2 with a walk. He actually had the only walk that Ponticelli gave up tonight. Ponticelli had struck out 6, only walked 1 and hit 1 in his 6 innings of work. He had a very good outing. Pitch on the outer half, called strike. Count is 1-1. In about 10 minutes, we're going to get into that twilight time where a ball goes up in the air and you can't see it. The lights haven't taken effect yet, and the sun is just down.
Well, they will soon.
Yep.
Depends how quick.
Now it's getting beautiful out. It's starting to
really,
cool
really
off
nice
now.
weather.
Wow.
For me.
It's time to roast the marshmallows.
Wouldn't be the worst thing.
Count is 2-2.
Have some hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate? It's hot out, man.
I love hot chocolate.
Do you?
So it's just something Christmassy about it. It fouled off again here, and McIntyre's having a decent at bat.
Oh, you're in the Christmas spirit still yet.
I am.
You're thinking about Christmas already.
I'm living in the moment right now.
There you go. Merry Christmas. Count is 2-2. Good battle, as you mentioned, Ryder. Between pitcher and hitter. Oh, a change-up. Misses in the dirt. Blocked by right. Count is full.
And for the Mavericks, you're weighing an opportunity to...
Well, they want to get an out here.
You need one.
McIntyre batting .333. Pitch in on the hands. Foul tip, but right hangs on for the strikeout. That was a good sinker. I could see it move from here, actually. The pitch is veered right in on the hands.
Number 23, Damian Rodriguez. He strikes up. That's $1 out here for the next 10 minutes. Brought to you by Budget Plans.
Nope. 2 away. Rodriguez now batting. Rodriguez has a vicious swing. He lets loose when he decides he's going to swing. Rodriguez batting .291 on the season, coming into tonight's game. He's 0 for 3. Oh,
It's deep.
gets that ball hard. But
Freddie Walker doing Freddie
makes
Walker-like
the catch
things.
on
A nice
the warning
grab by
track.
Freddie Walker. Wait, his speed is really just, it does so much for this group.
that ball held up long enough for Freddie to get underneath it. That's a beauty.
And you talked about that. That was a good Good swing.
Oh, he's got a vicious swing. He just got under that a little bit. Good inning for Hunter Cooper again.
Tonight's game brought to you by the 2019 Santa Claus Fund. The 2018 Santa Claus Fund provided 998 local children with Christmas gifts and 487 local families with financial support to purchase.
We're just getting to the whole part.
I guess I know. They took it off. They took it off at the.
Thank you.
So we got Colton Wright, Russell Strelchuk, and Colin Klingensmith coming up for the Mavericks.
Austin
Christmas
Olds
and
warming up.
summer.
Christmas and summer. That's a first for me. I think it's a first for a lot of us.
Folks, you got to come up here next year for Christmas in July. Check your schedule for that one. Kim Johnson will promise you 30-degree temperatures again.
Wait, I understand. Do we have one more trivia question for the evening?
Oh, yes, trivia question. 8th inning.
Little late, but that's okay. We're busy
Well,
up here.
this one-
We're busy up here. We got a lot going on. We're trying to get our stats
This
page up.
one's easy. I just want the viewers to send us in which is their favorite Christmas movie. What's your favorite Christmas movie? So it's not a quiz question. It's a question we want to hear from you, the viewer.
For the Mavericks, Hunter Cooper's favorite Christmas movie, Wayne, Bruce Willis, Die Hard.
Lead off here for your Mavericks.
Sal Rodriguez, Elf. Owen Steele, Home Alone. Head coach Tom Vasala, It's a Wonderful Life. Nice choice. For Flynn Ridley, The Grinch.
Good for them. I'm sure the Elf is on a lot of people's list. How about the one with the kid with the BB gun? I forget the name.
That's Home Alone, I think.
No, Christmas Story, I think it's
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Right swinging first pitch up the middle. He gets a single. Single off Rydell. Rydell in for his third inning of work.
Right fielder Russell Strelchuk.
Strelchuk is 2 for 3 hitting tonight. Had a great night at bat. Well.
Two for 3 tonight, Wayne. It is. I've talked about it on the show the other night when you weren't around. His batting average, he's continually improving all year. It's rising. He's doing a good job.
I gotta get my tongue out of my mouth here so I can speak. Called strike.
Please do last call concession.
Last call for concessions. Last call.
Last 10 games, he's only batting 194. Count is 0-2. Pitch is high and inside. You don't like that cool breeze coming in here, Kim?
Oh, sorry. I thought you wanted to close. I would gladly open it. Glad.
It's just nice. Right at first base has a good lead. He won't be stealing though. Up 7-2. Count is 2-2. Strelchuk batting .308 on the season.
And a good attempt by
Swings through.
Strelchuk, but swings through and 1 out for the Mavericks. So Wayne, we have to correct myself. You mentioned he's been struggling the last little bit.
Yeah, yes.
Misread the reported stat that we had written down there, but
Yeah,
certainly not by a lack of effort, though.
No, I've got him batting 194 in the last 10 games. Tonight's 2 hits will help his batting average, but he has been struggling.
He's had a good night tonight.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
Klingensmith batting. Walked his last at bat, came around to score. So for 2. Right at first base, led off the inning with a single. Pitch in the dirt. Rankin keeps it in front of him. No one warming up in the Bombers bullpen. There is action in the Mavericks bullpen.
Austin Old's done there.
Pitch is outside. Austin Olds warming up.
Yeah.
Teams are getting into playing a lot of games in consecutive days now, so saving arms is going to be important. Swing and a miss by Klingensmith. Slider out in front. Count is 2-2.
I'm psyched.
Here's the pitch from Rydell. Fouled back.
Good job by
Count
Klingensmith.
is 2-2.
Staying alive.
Runner going, pitch in the dirt. Wright gets down to second base on stolen base.
Some nice speed from Colton Wright at that spot.
Well, the good thing is that Colton had enough pitches to get his timing down as to when to take off.
So when he wanted to do it, that's right.
So had that pitch not been in the dirt, he still had the base stolen. Count is full.
Heads up.
Fastball in on the hands. Klingensmith fights it off. Foul over the third base bleachers.
Back-to-back swinging strikeouts for Sean Rydell in the Mavericks.
Two-way, number 9 hitter Freddie Walker coming to the plate.
As you mentioned, Wayne, Rydell can throw the ball. We don't have the gun on him, but where would you project him?
Yeah, he's got a good arm, for sure. Pitch is high. Ball 1.
10-4 got him, yeah.
Walker, the California native, patrolling center field on a regular basis. Pitch is in there for a strike.
And Wayne, he's been one of my favorite players to watch this year. He's exciting. He brings a lot of entertainment to the crowd and a lot of energy to the team, Freddie Walker.
I'd love to see him put down a bunt now and again.
Me too.
He's got so much speed. Even that last ground out, or before, when he grounded out to the shortstop, it was close at first. Count is 1-2.
Rydell has an opportunity here to go 1-2-3 Swinging
Go now to
strikeouts.
the Mavericks office.
Yep,
playing
after
your
giving up the
prize.
leadoff single, he can strike out the side.
He wouldn't mind that on his highlight reel.
Pitch is up. Count is 2-2. Here's the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner.
Oh, I don't know. If it was
And right
He
out.
struck out the side.
Struck out the side, indeed. That's. I guess you just got to tip your hat to the pitcher there, hey Wayne.
Okay,
All right, that's a great pitch.
last
Blowing away.
chance. Here we go. We got bags of
So
chips.
Wayne, what is your favorite Christmas
All right,
movie?
make
As
some
you got
noise
some
if you
people
wanna
writing
have
in.
chips.
Really, I'm not sure if I have a favorite Christmas movie. I never got into Elf at all.
And you know what else? is gonna
You know
do
what?
tonight,
I
fans?
couldn't
Let's
say
check
as I have a
the cell
favorite
phones.
one.
Mine would have to be National Lampoon's Christmas
Got
Vacation with
flashlight.
Chevy
Let's have
Chase.
a little bit of fun with
Oh,
some
okay.
Caroline, shall we?
You rung a bell there for me. I like that one too.
Okay, we're in agreement that National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is the best Christmas movie of all time. Heard it
In
here.
our minds, Austin Knowles is now in the pitch from Chatham, Ontario.
Phones on, fans.
The iPhones are waving in the stands. All 1,000 people are waving their iPhones. Okay, 500 of them are.
All right, you know your part. Here we go.
So good, so good, so good.
Some great singing, fans. Hey, by the way, if you got a bag of Old Dutch chips there, and if there's a big black X on the back, that means you're an extra winner, a bonus winner. The Mavericks office is playing your additional prize. $5, $6, $7.
Leading off, Spencer Rankin, the catcher. 0 for 2.
Catcher, Spencer Rankin.
What's that schedule? Okotoks on Thursday?
Sounds about right. And then Westbrook on Friday.
Fans, next film action for the Mavericks is coming up on Thursday versus those dastardly Okotoks Dogs. Thursday night. And that's followed by a two-game
Pitch is
set
inside. Count
against
is 2-1.
Shaw. Games is next week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Popped up.
This evening brought to you by Globes Roofing, enabling service for all your exterior renovation needs.
Count is 2-2.
Got him. Nice pitch by Austin Olds. First one gone.
Locally open and operated by
One away. The Mavericks.
private training, group classes, and 24-hour open memberships.
Austin Olds pitching quick, throwing quick strikes.
The official training facility of your Mavericks.
Who's this pitching now, guys? Sorry?
Austin Olds is in.
Oh. Pitch hit him on the arm and hit the bat.
Pitching for the Mavericks, number 3, Austin Wolves.
rarely see a single-digit pitcher.
Mavericks have a double play opportunity here if Clifford Pratt, who's been 0 for 3 tonight, if they can find a way to put a ball in play here, the Mavericks can close this thing out. First pitch strike for Austin Olds. Pitch is a little bit low. Count is 1-1. Difficult pitches here for Austin Olds. Ball is hit down the third baseline. Not good enough. We now have a full count here. And Wayne, the Mavericks are looking for a double play opportunity here, as I mentioned.
Yeah, double play depth. Rodriguez isn't holding the runner on any longer at first, so he'll get a good jump with the count being full, so it'll be hard to double them up. But they just need outs. They don't need a double play. There's a ground ball hit hard and high to Garcia. The only play was at second base. Good decision by Garcia for the second out.
Shortstop, number 25, Clifford Pratt.
I did that the wrong guy. He was batting 375.
Just clear it up on the air.
Yep.
Yep.
Pitch is high and inside. Ryder, I'm just looking at my stats, and you were correct. Russell Strelchuk has been hitting better lately, has been hitting well lately. There's a ball hit back to the pitcher, knocked down by Olds over to Rodriguez for the
Mavericks will win the game.
And Strelchuk, just to follow up on that, has been batting 375 in the last 10 games. My mistake on that. Good game for the Mavericks.
It was a
good comeback
They're
there.
happy.
Time of the game, 2 hours, 23 minutes.
2 hours, 23 minutes. Good job, Kim.
Hey fans, as the Mavericks players are the ones that clean the ballpark first thing tomorrow morning, please take some of your garbage and deposit it in the receptacles at the bottom. Recycling included. Once again, fans, don't forget Mavericks in action Thursday, Friday, Saturday this week. Have a wonderful week.
Wayne, the Mavericks win it. They push their winning streak.
On Thursday,
It gets higher, it goes on. The Mavericks are doing a really good job right now as a team winning games. I had Bryce Lipke this morning in our interview, and it goes without being said, but he attributed teamwork as the main ingredient in why they're having their success. He said they're on the same page. When one thing's not going, the other's picking up the slack. That 7-run inning for the Mavericks, what more can you say? It was
a good inning.
It was just a good inning. It took a long time to get through, so it was good for the Mavericks, bad for the defense, obviously. And like I said, you had players like pretty much just all throughout the lineup contribute at different times. I thought PJ Garcia was good. In fact, I thought Klingensmith on the third base spot for something I don't know if he's played that this year. He looked fine. He looked seasoned.
Oh, you got a post there.
Well, they know he can play there now.
They know he can now, and for him, that'll be a good opportunity to get back in the lineup, because that's what you want to do, right? Is be playing as much as you can in summer balls so you can develop. What did you find the biggest difference and the reason that Brandon Ponticelli was able to hang in there and collect himself, because he did have some trouble at the end, but ultimately...
Well, the thing that I liked about Ponticelli's effort tonight was that he only walked one and he hit one batter. And that's been a problem for him, has been the walks and the free passes, the wild pitches. And you could see in that inning when Brooks did score 2 runs, it was the wild pitch that hurt him, advancing runners to second and third. He also had a chance of getting out of that inning on a comebacker when he threw very hastily to second base for an error. But overall, I thought we had a great performance on the mound tonight. We only gave up 6 hits in the whole game. So 6 hits with 1 walk and 1 hit batter. If we can do that on a consistent basis, we're going to win a lot of games, because our hitting is... when we get the 3rd time around on a pitcher, and I thought Glenn rather, the pitcher for Brooks was a very good pitcher. The 3rd time around, our hitters made the adjustment, and we've got a very good hitting team.
We do. I think they make good decisions. It said you got key contributions at different points. Correction, like we said, as I thought I'd mentioned, Strelchuk had a better night tonight, 2 for 3.
Yep.
What would you Taylor Wright was okay again, even though it wasn't his best night that he's had as a Maverick. It was still good enough to figure out. Rodriguez was okay. I think, like I said, it's one of those team wins. Honestly, that's what the coaching staff and the management group are looking for. Those team wins.
We got key hits from everybody at the right time. That one inning, we started hitting, and it just kept going. And everybody contributed in that one inning. We only had 8 hits in the whole game, and in that inning we had 5 or 6 of them in that one inning alone. So it just showed the depth in our hitting.
When you talk about the hitting at clutch times, nobody tonight went 4 for 4 on the Mavericks or anything like that, but for some of those guys who were 1 for 4, they were hits at key times, and that's what you talk about. That's what you touch base on. Wayne, as the Mavericks head into Brooks here, they're looking to sweep this series and continue their push. How important is it for the Mavericks to solidify themselves and get that home field advantage in the playoffs? How crucial is it, would you say?
I think it's very important. We're back to 500 now, and I can remember a couple of weeks ago, I think we were around 9-16, and now we're 18-18. We've got a nice little roll going here. We've got to keep it going. We've got a legitimate shot, as you're indicating, of getting 2nd place, which gives us home field advantage in the first round of the playoffs.
That's right.
And let's not rule out 1st place. We've still got lots of games against Okotoks, and Okotoks
we
are
showed
beatable.
that we could beat them the other night.
Yes, and we should have won both games. We ended up losing that one up in Okotoks with 2 out in the bottom of the 9th. So I think we can be a force to be reckoned with here as the season goes on.
Certainly do. Certainly agree.
We're solidifying our grip on a playoff spot. We want a better playoff spot than 3rd or 4th. We want at least 2nd.
That's right, Wayne. Well, Merry Christmas, July.
Yes, Happy New Year. Merry
Happy
Christmas
New Year.
to you too.
Yes, all those good things. We hope everybody enjoyed the content. Again, apologize for the pitch count issue. To the people concerned about that, we did email Point Streak, and hopefully that will be working on the Point Streak side of things for next game. But as always, we'll get you through it, and we'll enjoy a good game of baseball. It's always okay when the Mavericks win. That's what matters most.
Yeah, and my apologies to the Strelchuk family for my error in saying that Russell was only batting 190 something in the last 10 games. Sometimes we get a little hasty up here, but Russell has had a great night tonight, and obviously he's one of our better hitters. So
numbers don't lie there, that's for sure.
Nope, they don't.
Well, on behalf of our favorite Christmas movies, National Lampoon's Best Movie of All Time, we thank you guys for joining in as always. We will see you again. Good night, all.
Good night, everyone. Have a great Christmas. Signing off.